Hello, everyone. This is Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, this Disrupt Meister. Welcome to the Midday European Bitcoin Show, coming from Asia, South Korea specifically. Today is December the 3rd, 2017. Buy and hold, strong hand. Hey, yeah, all you European people out there, what's it, noon where you are now? 1 o'clock? I don't know. It's nighttime here in South Korea. I'm going up to Seoul in the morning. It is going to be I'm so excited to go up to Seoul. Again, I'm in Busan now. Check out the links below if you want to follow this show. All the links pertaining to this show, they're below. Get your t-shirts, your Trezor, Ledger Nano, crypto-hwwallet.com. I got to contact those dudes. We got something else we're going to set up real soon with them. Anyway, let's just start with the news that I got right after the show yesterday. My main man in Italy. What's my main man name in Italy? I have it written down here. I know his nickname, but I don't want to give that away. Anyway, he told me about Lightning BTC. Yeah, it's some CPU mined China crypto-dividend of Bitcoin that's coming out right before Christmas, I think. I linked to it below. Danielle from Italy. Danielle from Italy. He told me all about that. He's told me a lot about these crypto dividends. He's got some inside information. Anyway, it's going to kind of be like Ethereum. It's going to be some type of proof of stake instead of proof of work, or I don't know, and I don't care. What I care about is that they actually do it, and they've got their site up, they've got their Twitter. There was an article about it actually that everybody missed. But I'm the first one in the English-speaking video world to break the news, the big news of the Lightning BTC crypto dividend. So get ready for another one, people. It's always good news when they try to copy because, hey, you want to be the one that's copied, not the copier. Pound that like button. And feel free to copy me on that slogan because that's my slogan. Yeah. Along with strong hand. And you're going to need a strong hand because look at this. We're getting close to an all-time high. But, I'm laid back about the situation. We're used to this 12,000 thing. We knew it was going to be 12,000. What's the big deal? What's the big deal? The big deal is that you should have listened back in the day when it was 400 to buy it, or 500 or 700 or 1,000. But yeah, we're going to talk about those regretting people in a second. But anyway, so yeah, Lightning BTC, it's linked to below. Good luck, guys, whoever you are. Again, I think they have something to do with Europe also, I heard. We'll take a wait-and-see approach. It's already listed on the official Bitcoin crypto dividend list. Not the official, unofficial one. I think I linked to it below the fork. God, sometimes I forget to do it, the forks link. Anyway, if I forgot, sorry, I'll add it later, possibly if I remember. All right. So yeah, check me out on Twitter. You'd already have known about this BTC Lightning thing if you were following me on Twitter because I already tweeted it out. Speaking of Twitter, I mean, the This Week at Bitcoin episode where Gabriel mentioned Bcash, it's gotten a lot of hits lately because of Twitter. A lot of you keep on copying me on like Twitter tweets about Bcash, and that's nice, but I really don't care that much. So you might want to take me out of some of those notifications. It's just like clogging up my notifications. I mean, thanks for checking out the video and everything, but there have been other Venezuelans who I do appreciate them contacting me who do not agree with Gabriel, with what he said. So I'll leave it at that. So, I mean, that Maximo was one of them. He's been on the show before. So Gabriel was talking about like people are interested in Bcash down there. There were some different opinions. But whatever the case, obviously they at least they know altcoins down there. There's nothing wrong with knowing altcoins in Venezuela. But I mean, some of the Bcash fans, I mean, it was like the coming of the Messiah to them, hearing someone say something good about a Bcash in Venezuela. So yeah, I hope you got your jollies, Bcash people. I mean, if that's how you do it, it's better than like being a hater or something. Okay. 20%. Yeah. Intellectual stimulation, people. You need intellectual stimulation. It's hard to find in the mainstream, but 20%ers seek it out. I mean, I'm always trying to learn something when I host my This Week in Bitcoin show, when I watch videos. So when I mention, different Stefan Molyneux, and I don't agree with the guy all the time, Jordan Peterson, this is for your intellectual stimulation, for the people in the 20% who appreciate that kind of thing. And I know many of you are not 20%ers. You'd rather just go gambling in Las Vegas or whatever, be a trader and, life in the fast lane, do some drugs, like drug your life away. But for those of us who enjoy life and enjoy bettering ourselves and increasing our knowledge, this channel is about intellectual stimulation here. You're going to get original stuff here. They're going to hear nowhere else. You haven't heard about the BTC Lightning anywhere else. Not that that's the biggest news in the world, but hey, I'm coming up with original stuff every day. I appreciate the people who appreciate the intellectual stimulation. So we're not just going to talk about Bitcoin here. We do talk about other things. And yeah, as I said, yeah. Anyway, I'm reading some of my notes here. Yeah, get pleasure out of your mind being activated. That's what I wanted to say. Here's something again. I mentioned the Bdiamond scam wallet yesterday on the show. There's a fake Bdiamond Twitter account saying, click on this link, get your Bdiamond at this wallet. Don't do it. But I noticed right after the show, that same account started like replying to some of my tweets and more popular tweet threads and adding that link that people like trying to scam on my very Twitter threads. So anyway, I'm TechBalt on Twitter, TechBalt. It can be really exciting there, but you got to be really careful. I mean, people are adding scammy stuff to my comments, and that's wrong. And I want to warn everyone: don't be greedy, people. Be patient, be smart, long-term thinking. That's why I bring up intellectual stimulation. Again, you got to be smart in this game, because if you're part of the 20% in this game, you're going to get wealthy off of the 80%, making all these mistakes out of being impulsive, out of just being traders, out of wanting to be on the altcoin flavor of the month. So, I mean, that's freedom. That's freedom. I mean, if they want to mess their lives up and make us richer, then hey, that's awesome, dude. That's awesome. For us, I mean, for them, it's unfortunate. I warned them. So what can I say? I'm trying my best to help both sides of the story out here, but I'm a 20%er. So in the end of the day, I'm going to benefit from the 80% making their mistakes. Yeah. Subscribe to this channel. Check out the notes section below and pound that like button. We got 100 of you Europeans in here right now. So that's really all. I guess you guys are waking up in Baltimore right now. What's up, brothers? Brothers and sisters up there. Hope you had a nice Shabbos yesterday, right? Okay, so Shabbat. I shouldn't say Shabbos. No, I don't speak Yiddish. That's a language we should abandon completely. It's a garbage language now. It helped us when we were in Europe. The exile is over. The exile is over. The land of Israel, it is ours again. Thank Hashem. No need to speak the language of the exile and the galut when the promised land is in the hands of its people once again. Thank Hashem. Thank Hashem on this great Sunday. All right, so where was I? I was taken aback by such a beautiful thought of the land of Israel. All the smart Jews there in Tel Aviv buying their Bitcoin up now. Oh, what a beautiful sight. I wish I was with you at the Tel Aviv Bitcoin Embassy, but no, tomorrow I'm going to be in Seoul, Korea, because I'm in Busan, South Korea right now at the Bitcoin Center, and that is linked to below. Yes, 1 p.m. tomorrow at the Bitcoin Center in Seoul, South Korea. You're going to be able to meet me. I'm giving a talk. It is going to be awesome. I am so pumped about it. I already got my train ticket this afternoon when I went running just to make sure everything would go right. That I'm getting to Seoul at 10:30 in the morning. I'm probably not going to sleep at all tonight because I've got a lot to catch up on. A lot of people want me to do different things. And, one of my I was just telling someone over email, I'm involved in a lot of projects and stuff. It's when a project starts to make me worry and just starts to get in my, all these little bureaucratic things. I'm just like, no, I mean, if there are going to be bureaucratic things with a project, I don't have to do it. I'm my own boss. I'm already, I only get into things that make me happy. And so I am happy tomorrow to go up to Seoul and participate in this. And I'd love, people ask me to be in projects and stuff. And I say yes to projects that are easy on me, that I don't have to worry about, that are not just, all these little bureaucratic things. Oh, God, there's so much. You got to minimize your emotional baggage, your mental baggage, the baggage in your mind, and your physical baggage. I'm a minimalist in terms of what I carry around in my mind with worries. I try to get rid of all worries, but you never can get rid of all your worries. But I'm just giving you some tips here. If you, and I know a lot of you have to work for people, and that's unfortunate. They haven't gained that financial independence. But once you have the financial independence, and you probably would have that financial independence had you been watching this channel as long as I've been doing this channel, you'd understand how, it's cool. Like, you don't have to get involved in every project. And if you're in the middle of a project, you could say, hey, let's try to make this thing easier right now. Okay, enough bureaucratic stuff. Yeah, I don't like bureaucracy. So people in Baltimore City, that work for the city government, oh God, what a life you live. Oh my, woo-wee-hee. All right. I am like losing my place on this thing here. Oh, here's a tweet by Alistair Milne. Sitting here waiting for doctors to give proper names to the sold too soon and salty conspiracy syndrome, and thought an alt would replace Bitcoin bitterness FUD. That's a pretty good one. It's linked to below. All right. And remember, if you're in the chat, I can't see what you guys are doing now. You can do the super chat. I'll answer your questions. Okay, I mentioned the Venezuelans disagreeing with Gabriel. That was important. Okay, we're not going to talk to that. Oh, Steem-backed dollars. So I know that, a Steem-backed dollar is something you earn by posting on Steemit, and then you turn it into Bitcoin, and so you get free Bitcoin. It's great. That's why I like Steemit. I'm on Steemit every day. I post one of these videos. They're usually a little older, but follow me on Steemit. I'm Bitcoin Meister there. I have over 1,650 followers there. And here's a little pro tip for all the people who want to ask me questions and are like, I don't want to pay to ask you a question, Adam, and I'm not patient enough to watch all your videos. Well, if you go to Steemit, I usually answer questions if you ask questions beneath my videos, especially if you upvote me on there, because in a sense, you're paying me by upvoting me on Steemit. So upvote my stuff on Steemit, and yeah, I'll answer your questions if you put them below my videos. Maybe. I mean, just go over there. The point of this story, though, is that Steem-backed dollars are supposed to be $1. The white paper said that. The great Steem white paper. It said $1, but now they're $2.46. Thanks to the 80%. These people who trade this stuff, who buy this stuff, they don't know what this stuff is. They don't know that people like Adam Meister get it for free. So thank you very much. I just turned some of my Steem-backed dollars in to get $2.46 each of Bitcoin for every. I mean, it's great. It's great. I thank you very much. It says I had $60 worth of Steem-backed dollars, when reality you guys got me whatever the heck times 250, 246, whatever it is a lot more. 180, whatever it is. I forgot how much you gave me. Thank you very much, people. Thank you, 80%ers. You're going to keep on doing this. I don't know why you're going to keep on doing this, but yeah, check out Steemit. And again, never buy Steem, never buy Steem-backed dollars when you can get it for free. That's the policy here. Never buy any cryptocurrency that you can get for free, that you can just turn into Bitcoin and you get. And so people wonder, like, oh, it's not fair that Adam has all this. It's not fair that Adam has all this Bitcoin. You keep giving it to me. I mean, the 80%, it's not my fault. The 80% keeps on pumping up these Steem-backed dollars and stuff that I get for free. It's not my fault. Well, no, it is my fault that I've been paying attention to Bitcoin for a very long time, and I started buying it a long time ago. Hey, man, you got to be a hater. You got to be proud of yourself here, people, too. If you're an early investor, if you've got a lot of Bitcoin, shout it loud and proud. It wasn't luck. You took a risk, man. You took a big risk. Well, there was a risk in it. I mean, you risked hundreds of dollars. I mean, money's a risk. You took a risk. You used your head. You had long-term thinking, and now it's paying off. This whole world now, this virtue signaling, politically correct world, Everyone, you're supposed to feel bad for yourself if you're successful. You're supposed to feel bad. You're supposed to hide. Oh no, I'm successful. You know, all these people are like, Adam, why don't you give away your Bitcoin? Why should I give you any of my Bitcoin? Really, why should I give? You want to take it from me, don't you? Don't you want to take? That's what you want, but you're too lazy and stupid to figure out a way to earn it yourself. So you're like, I'm just going to take. I mean, that's the way the world works. That's the way government works. But guess what? We're not in that world. That's not cryptocurrency. So you can cry and scream as much as you want to and say, all those guys that have 100 Bitcoin, they were just lucky. No, we're just rich. And you're just a crybaby. So you can still buy it though. You can make up excuses. You can go to Alistair Milne's tweet and yell at him for making fun of you because he's got a lot of Bitcoin too. And you know, whatever. And you could try to shortcuts, these short-term thinking BitConnect thing. Like people are like, well, I haven't lost any money from BitConnect. Great, dude, great. So, but you weren't holding your Bitcoin. They're holding your Bitcoin, aren't they? So you didn't get any B gold or B cash either, like I did. All that, you know. Again, if a person had 100 Bitcoin, that means they could have gotten about 20 free B cash. I mean, 20, yeah, whatever, 100 B cash, which would translate at one time into 20 Bitcoin. Make it twice. So then they'd have 120 Bitcoin, and you'd hate them even more, wouldn't you? Or 110, 10%, 20%, who cares? We're talking, again, there's still those people who are like, oh, I only got 10%. Oh, that's horrible. 10%, I mean, again, if you had 100 Bitcoin and then you got 10%, you got 10 Bitcoin. So you made $100,000 out of the blue. $100,000, more than some dudes make in 2 years. All your buddies don't even make that much in 2 or 3 years. All right, there you go. So you hold. It's all about buying and holding. That's what we preach here. And some of you guys have been really spreading the word nicely about the buy and hold strong hand method. There are a lot of followers out there, people who've caught on. They're not followers, people who respect this method and who've spread the word about this method. And I appreciate you guys spreading the word about this method, educating the 20% out there and trying to inform the 80% of their mistake. But man, they're going to still get into their BitConnect thing. And by the way, I know someone said, Adam, there's a BitConnect ad before your video. Can you stop that? No, I can't. YouTube does crazy things, okay? I mean, every one of my videos, they try to demonetize, basically. I get a little yellow note, and then I have to argue it, and then they say, oh, it was fine all along. So they do wild things. They take money from BitConnect. Okay, that's their business. This is the platform we're on right now. This is the way we're going to have to deal with it. I don't support BitConnect. The content of these videos clearly state I think it's a joke, and I think you're a fool if you participate in it. I think you're making a huge mistake. I'm using harsh language so you wake up and understand it's just a way of taking away your Bitcoin. There was a guy on in the comments section who told me about there's someone selling used Trezors out there. And this is a reason I tell people not to buy them from Amazon either. If you buy something like that that's used, they already know your private key and everything. So it's just a trick to steal your Bitcoin. Never do that. Never do that. Never buy a used Trezor or a used paper wallet. The guy was, person who left that comment, thank you for leaving that comment. I know it seems basic to a lot of people out there, but I gotta put that out there just in case, because if people are trying to do this, that means people are actually buying these things, buying these nonsense scams. It's confusing out there. I know there are a lot of beginners out there, and you know, I joke around about the 80%, but everybody starts out as a beginner. So if you are a beginner watching this channel probably is not for you, because we do talk about some more complicated issues here, the crypto dividends, et cetera, et cetera. But be very careful. Be very careful. Take your time. The bottom line, if you're a beginner or if you're a veteran, is just long-term thinking. Don't jump into anything here. Just be really, be patient. Use your head. Just try to be a smart individual. All right. So yeah, I talked about, yeah, and don't worry, people. I am going to shave, and people are like, oh, Adam, I like your new hairstyle. No, it's Adam hasn't taken a shower for a few days. I got to take one right after this show, so I look nice for Seoul tomorrow. I got my suit. Oh, I left that open. Oh, no, you can't see that. I can't see the angle here. Yeah, I got my suit ready. I got my nice shoes. I'm going out to dinner tomorrow night with the great person who arranged all this. He's my anonymous Korean friend who gives me all the information that I've shared with you. on this channel about BitThumb, about the craziness, about people jumping. And I'm going to see it firsthand tomorrow. Seoul is just, I mean, I really am eager to learn, to see this firsthand so I can report back to you. But I thank my anonymous host up in Seoul, the guy who's given me all this information for the last few months that all of you have enjoyed. He's just an awesome person, and it will be great to meet him in person tomorrow. That's one of the I'm excited probably about that more than anything, to meet him and hang out with him tomorrow. So it's going to be awesome. And I guess some of you are going to like see who he is. You're not going to know his name, but for the people who are going to watch it, be in tomorrow at Seoul with me tomorrow. Okay, pound that like button if you like Adam's little tales of Korea. And yeah, people love to shop here. My God, are people shopping on the weekends out in the streets of Busan? My God. What can I say? They're not using Bitcoin. haven't seen any Bitcoin signs that they're using fiat. And yeah, to get my train ticket up to Seoul, I use my credit card. I mean, if you're a responsible Westerner who has not been impulsive his entire life, who has a great credit score, who has great credit cards, you can go anywhere in the world, well, any civilized country in the world, use your credit card, and they don't even charge you really any fees. That card of mine, no, there's no exchange fees. It's whatever, $55 for the ticket up to my train ticket. It's gonna be awesome to be on that train tomorrow. Have I ever been on a train in Asia before? I've been in a subway in Asia before, but not a city-to-city commuter train. That should be fine. I don't know if it's a bullet train. I don't know what it goes pretty fast. I guess it's gonna take 2.5 hours to get up there. All right, B Gold. There's a rumor out there. I linked to it below that the guy behind the B Gold crypto dividend is going to do an Ethereum crypto dividend. I'm sharing that tweet. I'm researching it right now. I have not gotten. The point is, there's going to be Ethereum crypto dividends. It would be interesting if the guy behind the B Gold crypto dividend is also behind an Ethereum crypto dividend. That's cool. He's cool. That's his name, Jack, out in China or Hong Kong, wherever he is. He's a cool guy. And B Gold, good luck to the B Gold people. Maybe there'll be a B Gold Ethereum soon. So that is linked to below, that tweet. There's also an awesome Bitcoin cartoon that I linked to below. Oh my God. It's funny. It's a guy climbing a hill. It's linked to below. Check it out. Oh yeah. What is luck and what is smarts? The 80% think everything is luck. Because like to them, I mean, they're gambling on everything. So of course, everything is luck. The 20% understand planning. And again, take pride in your planning, and that at the end of the plan, you have a goal, and then you accomplish that goal, baby. And you should take pride in that. You should be very proud. All the people out there who've accomplished something, whether it be small or large, you should be happy because you planned it out. And that's the way it works. Long-term thinking. Anyway, so yeah, I've described this. This is what I was doing beforehand. There's a difference. Again, I think you understand the difference between luck and planning and long-term thinking. I hope you do, at least. You know, we talked about that woman from yesterday's show. You know, that she didn't plan very well at all. So you should be proud you're not in that situation where you're just sitting there like, oh, why didn't I do this? Why did I waste my money on this? And yeah, I'm really proud at sticking to my plan. Sticking to my plan. I said I got to get X amount of Bitcoin to become this wealthy, and it worked. It worked. It worked a little bit faster than I thought it would, and so, but whatever. I stuck to the plan, and yet, and it was that simple. And just because something is simple doesn't mean people can stick to it either, and it doesn't mean it's luck. And that's the difference between 80%ers and 20%ers. They don't. The 80%ers do not understand commitment. They don't understand commitment and focus. They're just, oh, it was luck. It was so simple, so it had to be luck. No, it was so simple, and I stayed committed to it. Because again, that woman from yesterday, she could have stayed on the simple path of holding, but she wasn't committed. She had to get a Bitcoin tattoo. She had to fix her car or get a boyfriend or whatever. I mean, I don't know what she had to do. But again, commitment, there's a difference between commitment, luck, and just, stick to the path, people. And if people want to call me lucky, hey, call me lucky. That's great. I guess, yeah, but whatever. I know what commitment is. And I know what long-term thinking is. And if you want to call it luck, then you're never going to understand what those things are. You're going to be stuck in your little gambling world forever and ever, relying on luck. And the house always wins, baby. Those casinos in Vegas, they tell you straight up, they win 90% of the time. I mean, and that's life in general. Well, no, life in general is a 20% win about 80% of the time. All right. So, and then I guess the rest is luck for the 80% to split the 20% amongst themselves. So, all right. So Ethereum, a place to look up Ethereum tokens. Oh yeah. And by the way, if it was so easy to think long-term and to stick with this plan to buy, then why didn't more people do it? And that's a really good question, because 80% of people don't have the commitment. They're just not, for whatever reason, it is so simple, but they can't do it. They just don't have it. And that's weird. That's weird to me, because I'm part of the 20%. I mean, it's like, okay, I got a goal. I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to win. I'm going to do it. Let's do this thing. Let's do it. I mean, that's what life's been about. I'm going to go to college. I'm going to learn. Then I'm going to get this job. Then, you have a plan. And I'm not saying to go to college or whatever, but, my parents send the kids to the good schools. They're going to do well. They're going to be able to support themselves. They're going to be able to take care of the future generation. I mean, and that fast, it all pays off. We had plans. And people are just like, oh, that group of people, it's all about conspiracies. That's how they get by. No, we plan and we think. We're long-term thinkers. It's always the smart people that they make the conspiracies about, because the 80%, they can't comprehend. They think it's all luck. They must have made a deal with the devil. There must be some magical spell they put on us. They must have a conspiracy against us. No, the smart people plan. They're long-term thinkers. Become a long-term thinker. I don't know how many more ways I can say it. And if you're going to come into the cryptocurrency space, you're playing with the big boys. You're playing with the 20%. You're playing with the long-term thinkers, and you're going to get destroyed if you're a gambler. You're going to get destroyed. You're going to fall into all these scams. And that's unfortunate for you. But I'm trying to tell you the truth. So Ethereum. Ethereum scan, well, it's etherscan.io. Many of you know that site. I linked to it below. I've known it for a long time. You can look up your Ethereum balance there. You can look up, if you have an Ethereum address, it's cool to look it up there, because you can see you've been getting some random tokens, as they call, or Ethereum crypto dividends. And I checked out some of my Ethereum crypto, because as many of you know, I own about 20 Ethereum. And that is because I did get totally lucky back in the day when I gambled and bought $6 worth of Ethereum at their crowd sale. That, I mean, I'm willing to admit, that was totally luck. It was gambling. I was naive then. I threw $6 away, basically on the roulette wheel, and I ended up with 20 Ethereum, which happened to be now worth whatever it's worth. What is it worth? $10,000 combined? I don't... yeah, it doesn't matter to me. It's not even worth a Bitcoin. But I do check that balance, and I have no intention of selling them, because I keep getting these Ethereum crypto dividends like Xenon that I have mentioned before. And I see like Xenon is worth like 6 cents now, and all of my Ethereum crypto dividends are like worth like a total of $50, which is more than the $6 I paid for the Ethereum originally. Which is kind of funny. But I'm telling you all this because it's another example of like, who the heck are buying these things that are just, so I'm just going to hold them to my Ethereum, and I'm going to keep on getting these free crypto dividends. I don't even know what these things are. And then I'm going to let the 80% keep buying these crypto dividends. And then one day I'm going to look and check my balance over at Etherscan, and I'm going to see, wait a second, one of these crypto dividends is really pumped thanks to the 80%. I'm going to sell this thing now, get me some Bitcoin. So let me see, sub 80%ers. Again, and this is the funny thing. Some of these crypto dividends they're giving out are also ICOs. So if you happen to own Ethereum already and control your own Ethereum private key, you're not some flipper that's flipping back between Bitcoin and Ethereum, which is completely ridiculous, because you don't get your Bitcoin crypto dividends. You don't get your Ethereum crypto dividends. You keep it on an exchange. It's completely ridiculous. But if you're a guy who has Ethereum right now, just hold on to it and see, you get to participate in the ICOs this week for free, whatever, man. It's like, people still don't understand how like holding is beneficial. So again, I'm not telling you to buy Ethereum, but I know a lot of you have Ethereum for whatever reasons. So hold on to it. You never know. More of these tokens or crypto dividends are being distributed on there just out of the blue randomly. So the one that I noticed the other day is the INS promo token airdrop. I linked to it below. And the thing I find interesting about this crypto dividend, and I mentioned this before, they are issuing this promo token to promote their ICO. So I would never have known about their lame ICO had I not received this promo token. So this is something that's really cool about Ethereum, I think, that you can really easily create these crypto dividends that just might be marketing tools to get people. And because some of the people that are getting this promo token, they're going to be silly and they're going to be like, oh, maybe I should buy this ICO. No. You see, I'm a strong hand. I don't fall for those tactics. But some people are. So this is again, so when I say that Ethereum is very interesting, this is a reason why, because to create a crypto dividend on Ethereum is much easier, and to distribute it to Ethereum holders with more than 0.1 Ethereum in an address is really easy compared to doing a Bitcoin fork crypto dividend. That's my point, my long-winded point, and why is a reason why I have changed certain opinions about Ethereum since this crypto dividend stuff started, because I think someone one day is going to use it like as a marketing tool, crypto dividend, all sorts of things combined, distribution method. It's out there already. And, I know there's technical problems with Ethereum, but you can, if you want to create and you got to have like $100,000 too to do this, of cryptocurrency. But if you've got like $100,000 or more than that or whatever it is, you can distribute your token, your crypto dividend, to all sorts of people and just market yourself. So anyway, pound that like button. I'm Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, the Disrupt Meister. Remember to subscribe to this channel, like this video, share this video. Do check out the notes section below. I will say hello to you guys in the chat real quick, and I look forward to meeting everyone in Seoul tomorrow. I'll be cleanly shaven, and I'll see you then. Bye.